Hi everybody, I'm back with another video. This is a picture for my friend Farah. This is her Christmas present, technically, even though it's like mid-January, because I am just a bad person. These two characters in the picture are from a book series that she has read. I'm pretty sure she's done with it, and she got me into. It's called The Lunar Chronicles. It's a really cool sci-fi fairy tale mix-up, and it's actually a really good series. Like, I recommend it. I will put my Goodreads down below, and you can totally just, like, check it out. If you like fantasy, fairy tale, sci-fi kind of stuff, you're gonna love it. It's pretty cool. But the guy in the picture is Wolf, and the girl in the picture is Scarlet, so you can kind of guess which fairy tale they're from. They are together in the books, and this is my friend Farah's favorite pairing of the entire series. She freaks out about them every time we talk about them. The only part I don't like about how Wolf turned out was his skin. In the wiki, it said that he had olive-colored skin, but I only have so many Copics. Like, whenever I filled in my hex chart, I thought I had a lot more Copics than I do, and I actually don't. So I was kind of working with what I had, and it didn't really turn out how I wanted, but oh well, it's fine. I'm actually really proud of how his sweatpants turned out too. Like, their outfits and everything about them I got from the Lunar Chronicles wiki, so if anything's wrong, blame them if you've read them or something. But yeah, I'm actually pretty proud with how this picture turned out, and I actually really like how I did his sweatpants. Like, it actually looked like I knew what I was doing when I was done. Farah's been my pen pal for a really long time, and I know I hope she will like this picture. I don't want to say I know, because she could hate it for all I know. But hopefully she doesn't, so yay. I actually really like how Scarlet's pose turned out. Like, Scarlet's pose was tricky, but I really, really like how it turned out. And I feel like the proportions for both of them are pretty okay. I feel like, life drawing actually did teach me something. I got both the poses from posemaniacs.com. I will also put that in the description because it is a very helpful site. It has tons and tons of poses you can choose from, and I have used that for sketching. They have a random pose generator kind of thing. So if you're just like wanting to sketch something or practice, you can totally just go on there and click the random pose viewer, and it'll just generate some random poses for you. Or there's even like a 30-second gesture sketch thing on there. It has like a timer on it. It's really cool. I'll put it down below. But yeah, this is where I got these two poses and a pose for a future speed paint that I got. So yeah, they're pretty sweet sight. The colors in her hoodie are actually not that similar. From my hex chart, I chose two colors that don't really go next to each other in the numerical order, but they looked really good together in the color order. So I tried those two together. I think it's R17 and R29? I think. Something like that. But they actually there's a lot more shading in real life, it looks like, than on the video. That's just from me brightening it up in my editing program. It sort of like blurred everything out, but oh well. This is actually my first time drawing a gun too, so that's why it probably looks really derpy, and I'm really sorry. But I'm not a big gun person, so like I don't draw them in my spare time, so that's like the very first time I've ever drawn a gun. So it probably looks pretty derpy. For the background, I wanted to have sort of a painted look, and I wanted Scarlet and Wolf to be the main attention in the picture. So to push everything else in the background, I tried not to put any harsh black outlines like they have. So I just kept the pencil down, and I erased a lot of it for the barrels and the boxes that are behind Wolf. But for the ship in the back, I didn't really trust myself to try and figure it out when I didn't even really know what the ship was supposed to look like anyway. I kind of just like took a bunch of reference pictures and mushed them together to create my own, like, sci-fi ship kind of thing. And it's supposed to be a shipyard kind of thing, you know, where they get all their goods and stuff, so I didn't really know what to do. I was thinking kind of Treasure Planet-ish, but at the same time trying to go with the books, and it's really hard whenever you're trying to do a fan art from a book, because there aren't really real references unless they make a movie out of it. And it's just hard to go from a book sometimes. But I really, really like how the barrels turned out. They turned out exactly how I wanted. Pretty much everything in this picture turned out exactly how I wanted. And I really like the painted look. It took a lot longer. Like for the first barrel, I only sped up to my normal speed, and then for the next two, I sped it up to double because it was just, I was taking forever. And I knew I would have to speed it up because it was just, I was just really nervous because I'd never done a lineless background before. So this was different for me. Like I'm trying to try a lot more things with this channel, and I really do like the painted background look. It makes it look clean, and it looks like I actually know what I'm doing. So that's what I did for the barrels. I used the same color family for the barrels and for the boxes. The barrels I think are E74, E77, and E79, and then for the boxes it's E70 and E71. So there's a rule in art where it's like, you know, if you use one color in a picture, you're supposed to use it somewhere else in that picture to kind of bring some balance and unity to the picture. So that's what I tried to do, like with the tomato there. That's actually part of the book. When they first meet in Scarlet, they have, that's the name of the book, the second book. When they meet, he tries one of her tomatoes, and that's kind of how everything sort of got kicked off. So I decided to just put a little tomato in there just because I know Farah would probably get it. And it brought the red over from the right side of the picture. The boxes were really, really weird. I am not the best at perspective. Like, I can't believe I used to want to be an architect when I was younger. Like, I was good at perspective back then, but now it's foreign to me. I can't do perspective to save my life, and I tried really hard to at least make it believable in this picture. And I don't know if it worked. I tried to make it work. I tried to take everything I learned from different art classes and stuff, and I don't know, hopefully I faked it enough to make it look somewhat believable. And I did the same thing in the video for these. Like the first one I kept kind of slow so that you guys could see what I did, and for the last two boxes I sped it up for you so you didn't have to agonizingly watch me fail at totally trying to make these look like boxes. I didn't realize until after I was halfway done with this background that there's a lot of earth tones in this picture. And I just ordered a ton of Copics, so there's going to be a haul video coming, but I didn't order, I ordered some more earth tones, but there weren't many to choose from. And the ones I did have, I didn't think I would need refills for, so toward the end there, my grays were starting to look a little pitiful. So I had to go over each like piece of the ship a couple times. And I even noticed that my E70 was starting to go out a little bit, so it was getting kind of sketchy there toward the end. Fun fact, during this part right here, the very next cut that's gonna happen, my dad actually came in and told me to order pizza, and I was ordering pizza when the next clip comes. So, you know, just a little behind the scenes fun fact there. I was ordering pizza halfway through this. And this picture is bigger than the other ones I have already filmed for this. That's why my nails are the same in a lot of these videos. It's because I'm trying to get these all done before my spring semester starts in like 2 days. So I've gotten a lot done the last week, and I'm actually really proud of myself. And that's why my nails look the same in a lot of them. And plus I don't paint my nails as often as I used to. Like, my nails used to be different in every one of my videos, and now it's like, nah, I'll just keep the same nails for like 3 weeks. I need to go get them done. They're getting really long. I didn't know what to do with the floor, honestly. I know it's toward the ship now, but the floor, I didn't really know what to do. They land in a desert in Cress, the 3rd book, so I just kind of decided to put it as a desert. I don't really know. It's so hard with book references to like know what to put in the backgrounds of fan art and stuff. I really like how the ship turned out. I didn't erase the pencil as much as I did for the barrels and the boxes, because I figured the grays would be dark enough, and I kind of wanted the pencil to show anyway because they're kind of different planes of the ship, and I wanted that to show. So that's kind of why I just kind of did the ship a section at a time. Like, each one of those squares I'm coloring in is a different section drawn off by like a line of pencil, and then I just kind of went over the pencil. I know that's bad for Copics. I've learned that in a lot of videos that, you know, you shouldn't go over pencil with Copics because it could potentially ruin your Copics, but it's fine. It's only this one picture. I never do it any other time, but I needed to for this picture because I was not gonna even try and trust myself with trying to figure that ship out. I barely even know what I was doing. And the ship isn't really described very well, in my opinion. Like, I couldn't tell you what it looks like just off the top of my head. So I tried looking up some reference pictures, and I ended up just kind of looking at a picture or two and sort of mushing a bunch of them together to try and figure out a ship concept design, and then just kind of shoved it in the background because I didn't want just a big empty background. I wanted something to sort of break up the space and make it interesting, and I actually really like how it turned out. It turned out exactly how I pictured it, and I'm actually really proud of myself, and I'm really glad I bought cool gray refills because that is pretty much all I used in this picture, besides like the earth tones and stuff. But speaking about the books a little more, I really do recommend them. If you are a total fantasy freak like me, then, and you know, I'm a Disney fangirl, and you know, they did, you know, Cinderella, Tangled, you know, it's kind of like those. Like, Cress is obviously a Rapunzel reference, Scarlet and Wolf are Little Red Riding Hood, and then Cinder, the first book, is Cinderella. And it's really funny because, spoiler alert, if you don't want to read them, that's fine, but spoiler alert, if you do want to read them, instead of losing her shoe, she's half cyborg, so she loses half her foot, and it's just really funny. And it's really beautifully written because it's like, who else can make a sci-fi version of a fairy tale and make it work and not have it be totally lame, you know, or cheesy? And these are just, they're also really funny. Like, Thorn is the best character. He's so funny. He's such a ladies' man. Also, toward the end of this video, it cuts out, so, and that's because my camera battery, one, died, and my card filled up, and I was so close to the end that I kind of figured, you know, I'll just finish the finishing details, and I'll just let it be, kind of thing, and then I'll edit it, and get it ready, kind of thing. So, that's why it cuts off at the end a little bit, but don't worry, you didn't miss much. It was pretty much just all the minor details, like their eyes, and the sky in the background, and the top part of the ship. That's literally all you missed. Other than that, everything else was done for the video, so yeah, super cool. I really like how this turned out. I really hope Farrah likes it, and I will see you guys in the next video.